A sport 4,000 years in the making finally finds its place in the sun. Nady Alvarado Jr., El Tigre, with handball royalty in his veins, is the game's first son, carrying his father's legacy and clawing his way among the world's elite. Will he have enough to dethrone handball's brightest star? Paul Brady, the gunner from Ireland, has brought the game to a brand new level. The world's original extreme sport, handball, is coming up next.
Welcome to the World of Pro Handball's continued coverage of the Simple Green U.S. Open of Handball from the Los Caballeros Sports Village in Fountain Valley, California, along with former U.S. and world champ John Bike Jr. and the greatest Canadian player to ever hit a handball, Danny Bell. My name is Dave Vincent. Hey guys, these two have found their way through the toughest draw of the year to reach the finals and a chance at handball's biggest purse in recent history, $20,000. John, you're the brother-in-law to Nady Alvarado and you see and play with him weekly. What does he have to do in order to beat the #1 player in the world in Paul Brady?
Well, I'll tell you, Nady Jr., he's got to be a man on a mission, because on this court 3 months ago, Paul Brady beat him badly, and I don't think that sat well at all with Nady. So now here in his father's tournament, I think he's here ready to turn that around.
Okay, Danny, let's turn to Paul Brady. Everything he touches, he wins. What does he have to do in order to maintain his focus against Nady Alvarado?
Well, Paul's a very complete player. He's been around the last 3 years, like you said. He's been the best player in the world, and he's got all the tools to win. I mean, he can change. If something doesn't go well, he's going to do something different and make it work.
Paul Brady, the #1 player in Ireland, versus Nady Alvarado Jr., the #1 American player. The finals are coming up next.
Welcome back to the Los Caballeros Sports Village in Fountain Valley, California. And to bring you up to speed in the first game, Alvarado, with his entire family in attendance, jumped out to an early lead in this 21-point game, but Paul Brady is battling back.
19-18.
Heading toward a great finish.
This is really a crucial time right now for Nady. It looks like Paul has all the momentum. At 19, there's a nice pass shot.
Real nice pass shot, but that was a big setup that Nady gave him before.
That brings Paul right to 20 points, right where he wants to be. Here it is, 20 serves 18 for the game.
He's got a shot.
Beautiful shot.
Nady went a little lower than Paul did, and he's kept himself alive.
Very risky at the game point with his left.
Nady Alvarado Jr., son of the greatest handball player to ever play, Nady Alvarado Sr. He's got a lot of that chemistry from his father. That's a short serve. You got to get that ball past the back solid line in order for it to be a legal serve. There's Carrie Alvarado, Nady's wife. Nady likes to go behind him on serves like this. There he goes, almost like a screen serve. And Nady goes down to one knee, gets it. Paul Brady almost makes it to the front wall. That was incredible.
That's a remarkable shot. Nady's balance and coordination makes him very comfortable down there. 99% of the handball players would not know what to do in that position.
And he went for the kill, and look how quick he got up again.
Boy, it kind of reminds you of his father just a little bit there. Here it is, one more point scored by Nady. Now it's 19 serves 20, crowd very tense. And bam, there it is. He's got 20.
Wow, yeah, he's getting more aggressive.
Look how quick he stepped to use his right hand.
Very athletic exchange.
Hear the crowd yelling Nady, Nady. Here it is, 20 serves 20 now. just missed that serve. You can just see that disgust on Junior's face there. He's hit that so many times.
He went with his favorite serve down the right.
Good second serve.
And Nadi takes the shot, and he gets the shot. Nadi Alvarado takes that shot, and he gets it. Paul Brady almost making it, but there it is. Nadi Alvarado Jr. taking the first game, 21-20. Boys, this is exactly what the doctor ordered. Nadi Alvarado taking Paul Brady in the first game.
Give that crowd an assist for that win, because Paul had serving for the game right there, and Nadi just really took it to another level.
You see the tense look on the face of Nadi Alvarado Jr.'s wife, Carrie Alvarado, in the crowd there. Let's take a look at that replay one more time. Paul off balance, just has to float the ball up. Nadi just stroking that ball to the left corner. Paul does actually get to the ball, and about 5 feet from the front wall, that ball dies. Here's Nadi's sister, Lupita, jumping up. That's it, Nadi, she says. Next to Lupita is Nadi's other sister, Adriana. Kara Mack on the sideline has the greatest handball player to ever play the game.
That's right, I'm joined with, if not the best, one of the best handball players of all time, Nadi Alvarado Sr., watching his son here take on Paul Brady. What do you think? Boy, on top of his game right about now.
Oh my goodness, I think this is the best handball I ever seen. They have their styles compare, they're pretty even. So right now the difference is Nadi's service been going in right away and able to execute in the rally. Yesterday at the beginning he had a lot of problems, and one of the timeouts he came out and I told him that he was not bending as low to execute the shot, and after he did that he got 2 points right away. So yes, the service is a big difference today.
Seeing all the fan support, I have to think you're living vicariously through him.
It's beautiful.
It is. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
It's a Simple Green U.S. Open of Handball with the second game coming up next. We are back. It's game number 2. Paul Brady in the lead, 15 serves 14.
15-14.
John, these guys are staying aggressive, consistently hitting the ball 1 to 2 inches high.
Very aggressive, and it makes for great entertainment for us.
There it is again.
He was on 1 foot going backwards, and he generated all that power.
Look at that, Danny. He hits that ball 2 inches high.
16-14.
It's like a fadeaway jump shot in basketball. He just hits a three-pointer there.
With a lot of power.
There's that power, you hear it right there. And then Nadi does the exact same thing in return. 2 inches high off the front wall.
These guys are both just bombing. The first mistake made, it's over. There's a mistake, and there it's over.
Yeah, that was a poor serve by Brady.
14-16.
We're going to 21 again. 14 serves 16, second game. Again. Wow, that's 3 shots in a row now that have ended rallies with balls that were hit 2 inches to 1 inch high.
The average handball match, if you drive the ball to the deep left like that, you think you've done your job, but Paul's just crushing that shot.
16-14. Oh, Nadi hits that pretty high off the back wall.
Nadi was ready to tee off on that, but it caught a little more crack than he thought, and it stayed down.
Let's go back out to the sidelines, talk to Kara Mack.
On the sidelines with Nadi Jr.'s biggest supporter here on the side, Carrie, his wife. How is Nadi feeling this morning going into this?
Feeling good, really good, rested. He's been preparing for this for so long that he's ready. We're excited.
You seem to be a little bit more nervous than he does. He has a lot of composure. You're always a little bit more tense.
I'm not as nervous today. The anticipation's a little much, but he's playing so great, so I'm feeling good.
Does he ever talk about his opponents, for instance, knowing that he was going to be playing Paul today? Does he ever talk about that with you, about what his strategy might be or what he's expecting?
You know what? He doesn't. He's real quiet about that, and just spends all the time meditating on it, thinking about it on his own.
Well, thank you. The play's getting back into action, so we're going to toss it back to you guys.
17-14.
Thank you very much, Kara. Nadi won the first game 21-20. Here it is, 17 serves 14. It's a big setup for Paul. And Nadi could, ooh, yeah, that's kind of interesting there. Looks like Nadi could have actually called it a hinder there if he wanted to. He didn't even try to lobby with the referee. Looked like Paul was in the way. Nadi had the right angle. but he's not going to call it because I think he's just a little tired.
14.
You heard the score there, 18 serves 14. I think Nadi could have got to that ball, but he's lost a little bit of his legs, John.
Yeah, his legs maybe losing a little, but Paul Brady has lost nothing, hitting the ball just as hard. Nadi stays in there. It's a smart shot.
You know, it's no small feat traveling from Ireland to play in these events. This week, we caught up with the #1 player in the world.
I was born in out the country. It's a place called Mullahoran in County Cavan in Ireland, yeah. And six brothers, 1 sister. Jared, Danny, Pádraig, they're all Irish names. Philip, my sister's Yvonne. I can't think of the rest. There's too many. When I went to, it'll be high school, there was a priest there who had coaching going on, and Father John Gilhooly, his name was a Catholic priest, and he introduced me to the game, and I kept it going then after that. Do you know, I'm basically just learning from every player. Do you know, it could be anyone I could learn something from and add it into my game. I think I can learn from anyone, even if it's a little kid, you know, if they're going in fighting, you know, it's something that I could admire in them and start taking it to my game. Or I just take it week by week, year by year. I don't know what's around the corner. I could walk out there and break my leg. So I just take each tournament as it comes, and you know, I have a few figures in my head, but you know, I'll keep them to myself and not put any undue pressure on myself. If I'm playing well, I don't fear anyone. I don't think anyone will beat me if I'm playing well. And that's the way I think. Do you know, I sort of am preparing myself mentally, because someday, you know, having lost really the last few years, I'm half preparing myself for that loss, because it is eventually going to come someday, and how I respond to that, you know. So, you know, I hope it don't happen, and I'm going to make sure it doesn't happen, but if it does, you know, that will be a real test of character for me. I've achieved everything else I set out to achieve, and I fully believe in myself.
Now that's one focused handball player.
Paul's got the momentum now. I think you're right, David. He's been working hard for a long time now. He'd like a few easy points.
14-18.
14 serves 18. See Paul let that ball develop off that serve.
Point.
There you go.
It's not his first choice there. If he can actually get the ace or get a return that he can kill right away. Paul read where he was going, but now he just hit it too well.
They've been trading off those kill shots.
15-18.
More so than any game I could remember. 15 serves 18.
Point.
Oh, an easy break there.
Again, though, Paul Brady was going for that shot. Paul Brady, the #1 player in the world, has been for about the last 3 years or so, playing the son of the greatest player of all time.
16-18.
The #1 player in America. Some say the greatest player around these days, Nadi Alvarado Jr. It's up for debate, and we'll find out who wins this one.
Charged rally.
Oh, that's a tough shot to take when that ball slowed down, going down that left wall.
All that energy and just pounding for shot after shot, and then Paul takes one up and slows it down.
It has been an incredible week of handball here in Orange County. The women's final featured veteran Anna Kristoff taking on rising star Courtney Pachot. It was all Kristoff on this day as she rolled to victory in 2 straight. 4 of the game's hardest hitters slugged it out in the open doubles finals. When the dust settled, Marco Chavez and Vince Munoz had shot their way past John Bike and Toddy Severa.
We'll be back right after this. There it is, the familiar voice of Nadi's sister, Lupita. She's always there trying to root on her brother, and it seems to work. That's that deep crack serve that he goes for.
Great save.
Nadi goes for it, and he gets it.
Wow.
Once again, Nadi going to his favorite shot. Paul knows he's doing it. Nadi just puts it right in front of him.
You see that back wall just shaking back there. Nadi would not letting the ball even make it to the back wall. He just went for it, even though he had Paul Brady right there in the front.
Nadi knew he was reading it, and he went right in front of him anyway. So here comes my best shot.
And Paul Brady gets it.
That's painful. Nadi, this time of the game, really counts on a bigger first serve than that.
Yeah, he left that high, and he paid for it.
19-17.
You heard the score there. It's 19, serve 17. 2 more points. Paul Brady takes the second game. Like a miss hit there from Paul.
Oops.
There's a setup for Paul, and he takes it, and he passes Nadi to take the point. That's a beautiful shot from Paul Brady. Taking the ball right down the right wall. Nice pass shot there. Now forcing it to 20, and this is game point, trying to keep Nadi in check.
Definitely keeping Nadi honest.
20, game point, serve 17.
Well, Paul could take a game back on Nadi right here. It's 20, serve 17.
Nadi where he was last game, facing game point. He'd love one more chance to serve.
Nadi going for it. He went for the left like he does, playing a little tight here. Paul Brady slides it past down the right wall and gets the point, takes the game, and now we're going to go into 11-point tiebreaker. I love this about Paul. He just keeps fighting till the bitter end.
And he's definitely got put the miles in the training to do that, to sustain this pace.
Do not go away. The tiebreaker is coming up next.
In a tiebreaker game, it doesn't get any more tense in the gallery. I'm with Nadi Jr.'s sister, Adriana. What do you think of Nadi's game right now?
Oh, he's just playing beautiful. I mean, yesterday he played beautiful, and today I just told him, Nadi, do what you did yesterday, play beautiful, you are the best, you can do it. Just the simple thing, that's all that really matters right now.
It's really a family affair for you, not just this tournament, but handball in general. Talk about what it symbolizes to your family.
Handball to our family is really just, I think, the heart of our family, and I mean, if it wasn't for handball, we wouldn't be here, and my brother wouldn't be in that court right now, and playing the way he is, it's really all about heart, and it shows.
When you notice your father watch your brother, what does that make you feel like? It's really neat to see.
Yeah, it's very neat to see. It's nice to see the different generations going at it, and I know Nadi really wants to do this for him as well as his father. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Kara. We're going into a tiebreaker. First one to 11 is going to win $20,000 in cash. It's the Simple Green U.S. Open of Handball.
Yeah, we couldn't ask for a better scenario here. The 2 best players in the world facing each other in the tiebreaker.
The best from America, Nadi Alvarado Jr. serving.
Wow, starts with an ace, or it kind of made a funny bounce in the back there.
Got a little lucky in that back corner. Not only do we have the 2 best players, they're both very much on their games at the moment. Smart shot.
These guys, both of these guys taking the ball up high.
This is not, I haven't seen much of that in this match.
Oh, he left that one out a little bit.
Being patient, keeping each other deep. Waiting for that.
Yeah, here's Paul Brady's favorite fly shot.
Oh, just trying to make Nadi make a mistake, and they got exactly what he wanted. Takes that little modified Irish whip into the corner. Score is 0, serves 1. Like you said, John, Paul Brady, the #1 player in the world against the #1 player from America, Nadi Alvarado Jr.
Another great rally.
Wow.
Now, Nadi read that correctly, but Paul had enough on it.
See power on that shot again in a tiebreaker after like an hour and a half now they've been playing maybe.
1-1.
You're right. That's it's amazing that these guys put out so much energy and still have this much pep in their step at the last moment here. Ooh, that's interesting.
I don't know what
I'm
happened
going to want
there.
to see that again. That's,
Yeah.
I thought it was
avoidable.
I thought it was an avoidable to start off, and then
I did not see a bad bounce.
You know, I think what happened was the actual bad bounce that did happen, and Nadi saw when he raised his hand there. You can tell he saw it. The linesman missed it. That's
No one saw a bad bounce.
no. Oh, nope. No one
Wow.
saw a bad bounce.
That's a weird call here.
kind of interesting. We saw Nadi kind of get right up into Paul's grill there, and
I
it could
think
have been
that
an
was
avoidable.
because of the bad bounce, though. And then once Nadi won the rally, he had a little amnesia. No more bad bounce.
One serves one, going to 11.
Ooh.
Boy, he put some pep on that.
Yeah.
Fired up, yeah.
Second serve. Point.
Oh,
Here you go. That's the serve. That's the serve that made him a few points in the first game and the second game. He hasn't been using that a lot.
I think that's a better second serve choice for him today.
2-1.
He likes that one behind him toward the left wall, but
Nice.
that's textbook handball right there.
a lot of composure when he needs it. Dropped back and calmly laid it in that corner.
Oh, he knew exactly where he had Paul Brady pinned too, right behind him.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to the World Pro Handball's continued coverage of the Simple Green U.S. Open of Handball. Score is 6 serves 3. Paul Brady serving to Nadi, and ow, boy, took her right in the backside there.
That must have hurt.
Paul looking down to see if he still has his leg attached.
I'll tell you, it's a handball's not quite as heavy as a baseball, but it's at least as hard. I mean, that's like a hit by pitch right there.
You know that was traveling pretty fast too when you saw the ball come off of Paul Brady back toward the back
Yeah,
wall.
you bet.
6 serves 3 is the score. That short ball is a tribute to what happened on the previous shot, I'm assuming.
Might have affected his drive a little bit.
You see some players get a little upset with that, and then some of them actually lose their train of thought when they get hit by a ball like that.
I like Brady going to the slow serve. And he got the opportunity he wanted and put it right in the floor.
Oh, there's a good look at Nadi's family. They're the ones, Nadi says, who help put things all in perspective.
My name's Nadi Alvarado Jr. and I'm currently ranked number 2 in the World Pro Handball rankings. I think I get my nickname from golf. Some friends of mine, they like to call me El Tigre. I have no idea why. I was actually born in the border town of Juarez, Mexico. We migrated here, I think, in the early 70s. I was about 3 years old. I came over, and my parents did not speak English. They came over and looking and chasing the American dream. You know, we were all brought up with handball. You know, we used to travel with my dad, and it was kind of like it's like our tradition. It was just something we all bonded with and understood. Not something we talk about a lot, but it's something we understand. When it's handball time, it's handball time, and there's nothing else that gets in the way of that. This is my lovely wife, Carrie Alvarado. I've been married to her for 11 years now, and this is the reason I'm allowed to travel and play handball. She's the one who lets me out and work out and get extra workouts in and play handball at any time I want. My family's everything. You know, when the day's over, they're the ones that I come home to. They're the ones that give me the hugs, whether I win or lose. And they're actually the most important part, because I need to, you know, when the handball's over and the career's over, it won't mean anything if they've been raised, you know, improperly. So that's my biggest, actually my biggest goal is to make sure that I take care of my girls and my wife.
And you won't find a more tight-knit bunch than the Alvarado family. Things are a little tense now, though, with Nadi locked in the battle of his career. Back to more continued coverage from the world of pro handball. It's the Simple Green U.S. Open of Handball. Again, Paul still going for that kill shot. They've been trading those kill shots all day long. This is a great exhibition, this match, when it comes to those kill shots. 5 serve 6 now. Almost gets the crack serve.
Yeah, good call. Good call. Paul was right there.
Nadi going back down to one knee again, John, like he did earlier.
Yeah, this is not as easy as he makes that look. That's just phenomenal.
If you're curious about handball, it's one of the best sports around for conditioning, and a number of professional athletes use it as a training tool. Recently, the United States Handball Association sat down with NFL quarterback Jake Plummer.
Hi, I'm Jake Plummer. Handball for me helped my feet, mainly get my feet developed. The quickness in my feet, get my feet in the right position, could easily translate into playing quarterback, playing shortstop, basketball, playing defense. The movements, in the handball court were very similar to a lot of sports I played growing up. And handball also tied in the hand-eye coordination. It was a very challenging sport, which always was constantly challenging me to get better and to try to improve. A lot of sports you can learn pretty quickly if you're pretty athletic, but handball, it will break you down if you don't have a left and a right hand. So for me, I was great with my right hand, but the left was what was the most challenging part, and whiffing on the ball and totally missing. But learning, like I said, how to just get the ball back. It wasn't. I was trying to look like my dad or my brothers or Nadi Alvarado. I wanted to look like him and fluid and smooth, but I just learned, okay, just get it back. You might not look very athletic, but get it back, and at least the rally stays alive. Well, it's funny. I did throw a pass left-handed last year against Kansas City Chiefs, and it was intercepted. Bad part, it was down by our goal line, so they got the ball on like the 10-yard line going in. But I played a lot of handball the off-season before that, and the guy grabbed my right arm, and I didn't want to take a safety, so I threw it left-handed. Actually spiraled it. Put a nice tight spiral on it. I just missed my tight end by about a couple feet. I don't think I would have done it had I not played handball that offseason, because I played a lot and got my left hand back and was pretty much ambidextrous. I can't wait to get back in the court, and I go home and see my brothers playing and having a lot of fun playing the sport, so I will be playing a lot of handball when I'm done playing football. And I'd love to get the youth involved to let them know that there's a sport you can play that requires both hands. You don't use a racket. It's a tough sport. It's going to be hard, but I'd love to get these kids involved, because it's really, I always call it the tough man sport, because you don't meet a lot of guys that aren't tough that play handball. And it's a great sport for developing all sorts of skills, and I'll definitely help promote the game.
Jake sponsoring the United States Handball Association's National Juniors the past couple of years. Also, his brothers play in Idaho, and Eric Plummer, his brother, is a former state champ there. There you see Nadi looking at the front wall, kind of shaking his head. There's a short serve. Here's the second serve now. Oh, Nadi almost got it.
Yeah, Paul thought that Nadi hit the wrist or something. He looked at Nadi saying, did you get that?
But he still stays composed, puts it in front of him, and that's a ball I think Nadi gets with fresher legs.
And that's hard to do. I mean, he took his eyes off the ball and was able to refocus and make a good shot out of it.
6 serves 5, going to 11.
You could see a little fatigue from Nadi there, because he was moving at the right place, and the ball was still a little high.
On the return also, I thought his footwork wasn't.
Exactly, too. Oh, he had him.
I'll tell you, Paul is breaking out everything he has at the clutch times. It's a big difference. Most players just go with their single favorite shot or two, and Paul's still showing everything he's got.
Yeah, he's mixing it up very well.
He's so confident. Takes a lot of confidence to change your serves around like that. Wow.
Wow, flat.
Very nice, very smooth.
He actually thought about going down on one knee again on that shot, but he...
To maintain the right spine angle, yep.
Look, he almost gets down. Oh, there he goes. Rolls that ball flat out on the front wall. He's back in the service box, and you know how dangerous he can be when he gets there. 5 serve 7.
Ooh.
Looked like it maybe a double bounce.
Yeah, it was close.
Boy, that was close.
Maddie kind of stopped.
They're in a good rally now. It's actually a phenomenal rally. Look at that.
Look at, wow, that was incredible.
Ooh.
Now it could all be for naught here. An appeal here could just be an ace, and all that work Paul did would be for nothing. Nadi's pretty sure it was an ace.
Taking a quick look at this one more time. When the ball comes into view, that's already bounced once, and it's going to the second bounce.
Ooh.
Is that double bounce, John, or is that good? It looks good to me.
Looked good to me too.
I don't know. Maybe his hand's under it, but I think his hand's behind it.
I mean, if you look right there, you see the ball is. It looks like Paul got it to me. I'm not sure. We're just replaying it anyway.
How'd he juice that ball? I'll tell you what.
Yeah, he was probably mad and got a little adrenaline.
Untapped adrenaline there that he just found.
That's what he needs to do. He needs to get pumped a little bit and make that big serves.
It's all about positioning. Nadi gets
that
Paul
looks like
there.
a Brady pass shot. Smoke down the wall. Nadi's still fired up.
Oh, Nadi just missed that shot down the right wall.
A little more spring in Nadi's legs. Let's see if this adrenaline can carry him all the way through. He sure got after that ball.
6 serve 7, going to 11.
Good serve.
Both of these players so fast in that court.
There's the overhand again, and he's 0 for 2 on that.
Wow, what a shot by Brady. Look how smooth.
What kind of shot is this? Look at that.
Half Irish, half American.
Super rally, very athletic. Ended with a beautiful shot.
Little modified Irish whip, 7 serve 6. Paul left that serve up a little high.
Smart shot by Brady. He's earned himself one now. This is what I like. Paul loves the right corner. Nadi went to cover the right corner. Paul says, nope, not this time.
Yeah, nice choice of shot.
He even set up like he was going to that right corner.
He sold that one.
Tiebreaker going to 11. We'll have more coming up after this.
The gallery is not only full of Nadi Alvarado Jr. fans, but we do have an Irish player here cheering on his friend Paul Brady, joined with Peter McNamee. You called this the tiebreaker, and Paul playing hard here. He's very level-headed. Nothing seems to faze him.
No, it's a very, very close game here. I think it's going to go to the wire, possibly 11-10, 11-9, but he should pull through. But this is everything you need in the final, you know. It's very, very exciting.
Paul's a very consistent player, but we're seeing him actually try out new things in this tiebreaker. Is that a shock?
Not really. He's always trying different things, you know, but I think he's getting a lot of points on the lob serve, you know, trying to save his energy, but he seems to be wearing Nadi down more so than himself, you know.
You pretty sure that you're going to be congratulating your friend at the end here with the first place hug?
Oh yeah, he promised he's going to take us out to dinner tonight, so
all right.
He better produce.
Well, best of luck to him. We'll toss it back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Kara. Yeah, you know, brings up a good point there that Paul has changed it up a lot and tried new things in this match. 8 serve 6, but Paul has definitely poured it on just a little bit with a lot of different looks that he's given Nadi. It just keeps Nadi off balance. There it is, a nice little crack serve.
Yeah, an ace.
Nice
coming
time
back.
to mix that one in.
Yeah, coming back from a back wall from a timeout.
9 serve 6 going to 11.
And he's got a chance here.
Oh, big hop.
That was a reverse, right?
That's that old reverse. You come over that ball like you're throwing a screwball in baseball or hard topspin in tennis.
That was great. Look at this.
Boy, and you don't see these pros swing and miss like that. You're right. He went right over the top of that ball, hopped it just past Paul Brady. 6 serves 9.
That had a nice reverse on it also, but he just hit it too high, and Paul made him pay. Brady got in the box, hit the cracked serve. Nadi gets in and just left his a little high again.
Nadi keeps going back to that serve to the right side. He's not having any luck with it, but he keeps going back to it. That might come back to haunt him. 9 serve 6 now, Paul Brady.
Ooh, that big serve again. Reversed on the left.
Yep. Getting them at the right time. That's what a champion does.
There it is, 10 serve 6. This is for $20,000 in cash. Paul Brady serving, almost hit the crack.
Alvarado has a chance.
Here's a setup again.
Nadi taking that hard fist, pulling Paul to the back, and it is successful. That's a good shot right there from Nadi. Paul has to try to change the angle of that ball to get it back to the front wall. Virtually impossible back there. That's what Nadi needs to get Paul out of the server's box. Nadi has that great serve. Now he could rattle off some points here.
I'm going to say Nadi serves down the right here.
6 serves 10. Let's see what happens.
Hey, I like that he tried that.
Well, he has been predictable. He's been hitting everything down the right. It's nice to see him change it up, go over to the left. Might be going to the 3-wall Z serve here.
Nice return.
Wow.
Wow.
You got to be kidding me.
What a shot by Paul Brady. He was like 37 feet back with his left, and he went for it.
That violates every rule of old school handball right there.
That is an incredible...
At a critical point.
Incredible shot.
Very unconventional.
Here it is, 10 serve 6. One more point. Paul Brady wins 20,000.
There you go.
That should end it. No. Nice get from Nadi Alvarado.
Stays in the rally.
Wow, Paul got it. Nice shot there. Look at that shot. Paul Brady wins. There it is.
Amazing.
That was an amazing shot from Paul Brady. Takes his goggles, takes his glasses, throws it down, pumps his fist, and he wins $20,000 in cash. The biggest tournament of the year, and the winner is Paul Brady, beating Nadi Alvarado Jr. in the tiebreaker. Look at that smile, finally letting out that big sigh of relief, kissing his goggles, slapping the court.
And you know, the biggest match of the year ended with definitely the single best rally of the match. This is ridiculous.
Definitely. Look, he dove twice, got up, get in position, center court, dive again.
And Nadi actually made a good shot right there.
Oh, sure. Paul, most people wouldn't even got their hand on it. Paul went in and re-killed it.
You can see Nadi tracking that ball around. Actually went for a good shot in that front right corner. Then Paul dives in. Let's look at Paul diving one more time here. He dives with the left hand, which you don't see a lot of players do that. Nadi takes a pretty good shot there, and then Paul dives with the right hand, wins the $20,000 in cash with a big pump of the fist. Kara is courtside with tournament director Bruce Fabrizio right now.
This could not have been a better turnout. I mean, really. Tiebreaker game, 2 of the best players in the world.
Does it get any better than this? This is my family right here. I want to say thanks to all my family here in Orange County. I love you guys. I love handball. This whole thing is hopefully going to make you all proud for years to come. This is kudos to everybody who has sweated it out in the darkness, and we're in the light now, baby. Thanks a lot to Los Caballeros and all the people here. It's just been great.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be back to interview the 2 finalists, Paul Brady and Nadi Alvarado Jr., right after this.
right, we're back with Paul Brady. Congratulations, first place.
Thanks very much.
How do you feel? Because you know coming in it was going to be a really tough match.
Just very emotional. Hasn't sunk in just yet, but absolutely delighted to win.
Talk about the work you put in, because you make this pretty much a full-time job of really being a great handball player.
Yeah, it's just an obsession. It's taken over my life, and you know, now it's finally worth it. You know, to get something back out of it. You know, I suppose it's great to win, but it's very hard financially to keep things going. And to be honest, you know, week to week, sometimes I don't know where the next pound is coming. So I had to fight, you know, because that's my bread that I was fighting for today. So it just means so much. I can't thank Bruce, or I just can't thank anyone enough for it.
Watching you this tournament, you're so level-headed. It seems like nothing gets to you or phases to you. Are you really that way in your head?
Not really, no. I struggle all the time. I battle all the time trying to keep control, keep calm. Because, you know, if you lose control of your emotions, you're in big trouble. So, you know, it's a constant battle with myself. You know, I always say my greatest opponent is myself. You know, if I can overcome myself, I always think I'll be all right. So.
I know you're making this an extended, somewhat vacation going to Vegas. Don't spend the money there. That's my advice to you. Back to you guys.
Always good advice. Paul Brady, great guy to interview. One heck of a good talent. Speaking of which, another great talented guy. It's Nadia Alvarado courtside with Kara.
A lot of fans back there. Anything you want to say to them, because they were loud the entire game for you?
Yeah. To Southern California Handball, thank you very much for showing up. It's been a dream of my dad, Bruce Fabrizio, Mark Shelgren. One big round of applause for Bruce, please. And finally, probably the most important person. To my wife, Carrie. Thank you for putting up with all the early morning runs and late morning workouts, and the evening runs and the evening workouts, and thank you so much for being patient. It's so hard, I know, but I have a goal and I haven't reached it yet, and I'm going to still keep trying. Thank you.
Very emotional time for Nadia Alvarado Jr. Just got defeated by the #1 player in the world, Paul Brady. They'll have more heated matchups. You can guarantee that. But this day, today, belongs to Paul Brady. That wraps it up from the Los Caballeros Sports Village in Fountain Valley, California for the Simple Green U.S. Open of Handball. Our executive producer has been Bruce Fabrizio, technical director Chris Garrad, producer Jeff Kastner, and for Danny Bell, John Bike, Kara Mack, and the rest of the crew, my name is Dave Vincent. Thank you for tuning in.